What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
This is the OPS halftime report.
And welcome live from Spartan Arena as we're getting set for tonight's 4A SAC Girls Basketball Showdown between the Homestead Spartans and the Southside Archers. I'm Brayden Carroll, joined alongside Anthony Gery as we're about 7 minutes away from tip-off of tonight's matchup, and let's begin with the OPS pregame report. And Anthony, in the Spartans' last outing versus Northside, the game went about as everyone expected it would. Northside never even had a lead against the Spartans, nor a tie outside of a 0-0 start. Spartans moved to 2 straight wins with the 78-24 blowout over the Legends.
And Northside, they never really had a chance. Molly Stock was throwing down darts from beyond the arc, and Ayanna Patterson was being Ayanna Patterson, dominating inside the paint, getting all the rebounds and points that Homestead needed to blow out the Northside Legends.
Yeah, it was no surprise to see the Homestead Spartans blow out Northside. Just another addition to what has thus far been a lopsided series in the SAC. And with the tournament looming, the bracket has been announced for the Columbia City Sectional, the one in which the Spartans will compete. Wayne will play Homestead, with the winner facing Columbia City. On the other end, Huntington North faces New Haven, with the winner battling this Southside squad. There's a good possibility we could see a rematch of tonight's game in the sectional final.
And it's very likely that we'll see a rematch in the sectional championship game between Homestead and Southside once again. Not much competition outside of both Homestead and Southside in the sectional. Homestead blew out Wayne earlier in the season, so they'll pretty easily be able to get past the Generals. And same with Columbia City. Southside also has a good shot of getting past Huntington North and New Haven.
Yeah, a lot of people would say Homestead right there has the easiest path to the sectional final in the sectional, and there's a good chance they could see Southside in the final. And Anthony, with January coming to a close and the state tournament in sight, what does Homestead need to improve on to see postseason success?
Homestead needs to fix a lot of little things, but I think the major thing that they have to change is they have to stop turning over the ball. They have to stop giving the ball away to the other offense. If they can stop turning it over and limit the amount of turnovers they allow, that could definitely help Homestead's offense and put a little less stress on the defense.
Yeah, they're a team that averages over 15 turnovers a game. Definitely something that needs to be improved on before the postseason. And we're going to be taking a look at Homestead's opponent, Southside, along with updated standings in the SAC, still heading the OPS pregame report. It will continue after these messages.
Rethink your limits.
This is the OPS pregame report.
And welcome back to the OPS pregame report. I'm Brayden Carroll, joined alongside Anthony Gery ahead of Homestead Southside, the section action in Spartan Arena. And Anthony, let's take a look at Southside, a proven squad at 10-4 and second in the SAC, although they're more than likely out of the conference title contention after losing 74-50 to Carroll back on the 22nd. The Archers, they're still one of the best and most consistent teams in the SAC.
Southside, they're ranked second in the SAC, unfortunately losing pretty handily to Carroll, putting them practically out of the SAC title race. But they, like you said, they are a very proven squad. They're very consistent. They play with the same game plan every single game, and this will be a good matchup here tonight if Southside's able to continue doing what they do best.
And Anthony, Southside, they're going to be missing a key part to their starting lineup. Junior Olivia Smith not suiting up tonight. Double-digit points per game for the standout guard, and Southside could really use her firepower tonight.
It's definitely going to take a hit on the Archers team. Southside, they're going to have to do without Olivia Smith. She's been the most dominant player, arguably, in the SAC behind Ayanna Patterson. Definitely a great performance by Olivia Smith will be missed tonight.
Yeah, she is a very impact player on this team, the 5'5" junior guard, not playing tonight. One of the key players to this Southside team, which averages 55.6 points per game, and she's definitely a huge component of that for Southside. And considering the recent history of the series, the Archers really want to win in revenge for the 3 losses they took against Homestead last season, including in the SAC Holiday Tournament and in the sectional championship at home.
The sectional championship last year was a hit. They lost in overtime. They fought with a powerful defense to stay in that game, and it wasn't enough to stop Homestead in overtime, stop Homestead from advancing the regional. So this is definitely a rematch. They definitely have a chip on their shoulder coming into this game.
Yeah, Southside took 3 losses last year to Homestead. The SAC Holiday Tournament back in the December 28th, lost 52-43. A month later in regular season play, lost 56-49, and in the ever-important sectional final, went to overtime, but still Homestead won 44-41. Just a tough stretch for Southside. In the season before that, they also lost 3 straight to Homestead. Just not great in recent years for Southside against the Spartans.
And no, Southside, they're coming into this game the underdog slightly, especially without Olivia Smith. They're going to have to play spectacular ball tonight to have a chance to upset Homestead at home.
Yeah, a lot of people have this one going to Homestead. John Harrell's prediction in favor of the Spartans, 58-14. Homestead leads the series 19-14 in the last 15 years. Really, Homestead, especially in the last couple years, has held the advantage over Southside. The Archers just want a victory. They want vengeance for what has been a pretty lopsided series in the last couple years, and it's really come to bite the Archers, especially losing in the sectional final last season. And with that, we're going to take a break. We're about to get set for tip-off. Homestead's playing for momentum. The Archers' redemption. Tip-off and starting lineups are next up. It's Homestead versus Southside. Thursday night section coming up.
This is the OPS pregame report.
In what has been branded as the long-awaited rematch from sectionals, the Southside Archers cross town to take on the Homestead Spartans. And we're going to look at some SAC standings before tip-off, which is coming up in just a few minutes. Carroll sits alone atop the conference after defeating now second-place Southside. Homestead, they're in 4th at 5-2 in conference play.
Yeah, Southside, after that loss to Carroll, drops to number 2 at 6-1. They're 10-4 overall. Carroll is easily the dominant team in the conference, 19-2 overall, 7-0 in the conference. The favorites pretty much a lock at this point to win.
Yeah, right now, Carroll, they pretty much locked in their position at the top of the conference. And it's going to be a fun one tonight. Southside at 2nd place. Homestead at 4th, 5-2 in the conference. Trying to continue their winning ways and bump Snyder and Southside in the rankings and finish second behind rival Carroll.
Homestead are in a position they are not used to being in, standing at number 4 and 5-2 in the conference. Coming into this year, they hadn't lost a game in the SAC conference since 2015, so a not usual standpoint for the Homestead Spartans.
Yeah, they find themselves in an odd situation, not at the top of the SAC, but they're still up there. And we're going to take a break, but stay tuned. Homestead Southside coming up right after this.
Here at Homestead High School Media, we're taking steps to stay safe during the COVID-19 pandemic. That includes limiting the number of workers in the TV studio and wearing masks when not on camera. We also socially distance our anchors each week at the news desk. In the studios, we limit the number of people allowed in at a time, and even our mics wear masks. Thank you for doing your part in helping fight COVID-19. Long-awaited rematch from sectionals, Southside, Homestead, and we're getting set for a huge game in the SAC. A lot of standings implications, and we're going to take another look at those conference standings where Carroll dominates the conference right now. They sit comfortably in first. Southside behind them after taking the loss on the 22nd. Then Snyder and Homestead behind them with 2 losses. Concordia, Dwenger, Northrop, Brewers, Wayne, Northside rounding up the rest of the SAC.
That's right, Homestead, Southside a 2 versus 4 matchup in the SAC. Southside 6-1, Homestead 5-2. Each of them, if Homestead wins, they'll both be 6-2. Homestead will jump Southside in the rankings, moving up to number 3. Their only 2 losses are to number 1 and number 3 in the conference, Carroll and Snyder.
I'm Brayden Carroll, joined alongside Anthony Gery. As we get set for tip-off, which Spartan are you watching out for tonight?
I'm going to pick a dark horse pick here. I'm going to pick Molly Stock, who in the last few games has shot incredible shots from beyond the arc. She's found her spot. She's come back from her struggles at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, she's had quite the run in the last couple games. A lot of double-digit showings, including against South Bend St. Joseph back on Tuesday. Tip-off coming up. Homestead wins it. It's Kensley controlling it. So across the timeline, Sullivan goes, and Homestead going to start off with possession. Sullivan down low to Patterson. Takes a shot, and she's fouled on the way, so the first possession will end in the first trip to the line tonight.
Homestead already trying to get out fast, gets the ball underneath to Patterson. And she was able to pick up the foul.
And Patterson averages 63% from the free throw line. She struggled a little bit in recent games. She's looking to bounce back from the charity stripe. And the refs gathering a little bit here. Southside's coached by Juanita Goodwell. She's 195 and 89 in her 12th year at Southside, taking the Archers to 4 sectionals and a semi-state back in 2014. She's certainly been quite the winning coach for the Archers.
Yeah, her only losing season was back in 2015 when Southside went 8-15.
She has had quite the stretch, and I believe they're going to call that a flagrant on Lamaya Woodson. So Patterson's going to get some free shots here. Strange way to start off the game, 17 seconds into it, and a flagrant called on Southside on the very first possession.
Ayana is looking to capitalize there, and she does. At least she gets one of them down now. It's like Allison Stevens is going to take the bonus shots.
And this is definitely a strange start to the game. So Stevens now at the line for Homestead. I must say this is the first time I've ever seen a game start off like this. Stevens 2 for 2 at the line, and because of the flagrant, Homestead's going to inbound it after the trips to the line. That's trips plural. Only 20 seconds into this game, and we already have a whole lot of mayhem. We knew it would be a fun one, and right out of the gates, it's an interesting matchup. Molly Stock inside takes the shot. Got it. First jumper of the game falls. That's Molly Stock starting off her scoring night. Now Southside on the other end. Davis passes to Callaway. Now Combs with it. Inside jumper. Got it. Combs puts some points on the board for Southside. 5-2 now. And on the other end, that's Homestead getting a shot. Ayana Patterson for 3. Don't see her often shooting from beyond, but she got it to fall, and great defensive play on the other end. Now Homestead with it. Kinsley's shot, no good. And correction, that wasn't a three-pointer on the other possession.
You can already feel the energy. There is not a large crowd, but everyone is loud. They know what's at stake of this matchup. Both Southside, they want redemption, and Homestead trying to hold their own.
Grace Sullivan inbound to Patterson, no good. Gets her own rebound. The putback, fouled on it. That's Lamaya Woodson down low. Getting some contact on Patterson, so she's going to the line again for the second time tonight.
And the second time off Amaya Woodson. Those two, it's getting a little chippy underneath the hoop.
Yeah, already a very aggressive game down low between these two. First free throw, no good. Patterson with 3 points so far. Lead scorer for Homestead early in this game.
Like you said, Ayana Patterson's been struggling in her free throw game recently, and she's already missed 2 of 3.
Really, Homestead, they've struggled overall from the free throw line as there's another miss, but Stevens with the rebound. And she's going to take a 3, just short. Now Southside with the rebound. They'll take it up the court. That's Callaway driving inside, passing out to the corner. Fitz now over to Davis. Gives it to Combs. Now Davis with it, takes a 3, swish. Annika Davis. First three-pointer of the night for Southside. It's a one-possession game.
You can argue that Amaya Davis, when Olivia Smith is on the court, is the second best player on Southside.
and actually a jump ball. So the aggressive play inside the paint finally pays off for Southside. Possessions change after a jump ball forced by Cassidy Conley. Southside with it now. Callaway inside on Patterson. No good, but she draws the contact. So now Southside going to the line.
Ayanna Patterson is the attackee and the attacker on offense and defense. Southside's able to force a foul on Ayanna. Homestead does not want to see her foul out of this game.
Yeah, early fouls for the star wing. Not in Coach Barker's game plan, that's for sure. First foul of the night for Homestead. So a clean game, really, for the Spartans thus far. And that free throw, no good. Clean game for Homestead. Couldn't say the same for Southside. Starting the game off with a tech. Stevens once again open from beyond. Swish, Allison Stevens. Her first points of the night, and it's 10-5. Homestead up.
Allison Stevens is the go-to shot from beyond the arc for the Spartans. She's 37%.
There's a pretty floater on the other end by Danica Davis. One possession game once again. Stevens from beyond, they're going to guard her this time, not leaving her open. But it's Patterson down low once again, drawing contact. So she's going to the line.
Third foul picked up by Patterson. She is being aggressive on offense.
Ayanna Patterson really controls the paint. She gets that first free throw. Subs coming in for Southside. Billingsley in for Shea Peterson. Second free throw off the iron, but another offensive rebound off the missed free throw. Stevens going to take a three in the corner. Swish, Allison Stevens again. 6 points. Actually 8 points for Allison Stevens. Homestead having a great start from beyond the arc. And Southside trying to respond. A deep three by Annika Davis. And a timeout called after a nice cold three-pointer by Annika Davis. Spartan fans, don't forget that the boys will be in action again at home this coming Saturday. The 3A Peru Tigers travel to Fort Wayne to face the #1 team in the state. Join broadcasters Matt Salfrank and Chris Corman on the call. Tip-off is set for 7:30 with the OPS pregame report taking the air about 10 minutes prior. Again, that's this Saturday on Homestead Live. That'll be a fun one to watch. Homestead, they've really dominated this year, undefeated.
Oh yeah, the Homestead boys, they're prepping for that state title run in the postseason.
They've gotten through the tough part of their schedule, or they've beaten Blackhawk Christian and Lawrence North. Now it's just playing to go undefeated heading into the tournament. Homestead up the court now. Patterson with it. Passes to Austin. Over to Stevens. Stock with it once more. Homestead passing around. Spin by Austin down low, and the bucket for Amber Austin. Gets her first points of the game. Step back three by Annika Davis. Not strong enough. It'll go to Homestead.
Homestead, a big part of their team was missing in the first half of the season. That's Amber Austin, but she is back in full swing for the Spartans, and you can see the difference on offense.
Molly Stock from beyond. Another three by Homestead. That's Molly Stock. She has 5 points, and Homestead already putting up the points in this first quarter. And an offensive foul called on Southside, so it goes right back to the Spartans.
Southside's going to have to start defending the 3 ball. That's what Olivia Smith would normally be doing. Molly Stock and Allison Stevens are hot right now.
And Patterson can't forget about her down low, and they're going to call a travel. That's Homestead's first turnover of the game. Southside taking it up the court now.
Homestead turns the ball over a lot. They're going to have to limit those to avoid Southside coming back.
Definitely a key to the game for Homestead on the offensive end. It's a foul on the Spartans. Second foul of this first quarter. That one's on Molly Stock. Inbound underneath the basket for Southside. Combs in the corner to Callaway. Guarded closely by Stevens, out to Davis. Cuts inside, and a travel called on Annika Davis. One too many steps. Tight defense by Amber Austin. Forces the turnover.
And going into this game without Olivia Smith, we were wondering who's going to step up for Southside, and so far it has been Annika Davis.
There's Patterson down low, getting the layup to fall over CC Callaway. Patterson up to 6 points. Homestead not slowing down on the offensive end. Already 21 points, and there's Southside for 3, Annika Davis. Her shot no good between the rings. Now Homestead, they'll take a 3. Got it, Molly Stock from beyond 8 points for Stock. She's having a great start to this game. 24-10, Homestead up, and a turnover forced Patterson. Fast break. Layup falls for Ayanna Patterson. And Homestead, they're getting on a run now. 3 Spartans with 8 points. Stevens, Patterson, and Stock. All a strong start. In the corner for Billingsley, just to the right. Now Homestead taking it up the floor. Out to Patterson. She'll take a 3. Off the back of the iron, offensive rebound. Stock dribbles around, gets a shot, no good. Rebounded by Billingsley. Southside has it now.
Bit of a role reversal for Grace Sullivan and Ayanna Patterson. Patterson took the 3, and Sullivan got the rebound, not something you see normally.
Yeah, both those players definitely out of position on that possession. And a sloppy turnover by Southside. Callaway's pass not on target, so another turnover for Southside.
I'll tell you what, Homestead, they have done a really good job flipping the script. They only have 1 turnover in this game so far, and they have forced a lot of turnovers on Southside.
Yeah, we're seeing the exact opposite of what we were thinking. We thought Homestead would struggle with the turnovers. Really, it's Southside in this first quarter. So now Homestead on the offensive end. Patterson takes another 3 off the front of the iron. Scrum for the rebound goes to Southside. It's Billingsley with it, working Stock. Passes down low, and a foul called on the baseline. That's Amber Austin. Inbound coming up for Southside. They need some points. They have been cold on the offensive end, and there's a pretty layup by Annika Davis to get Southside back on the board. Stock drives down low, a floater no good. Patterson with the rebound, putback no good, but another offensive board. Amber Austin wide open from the free throw line. Got the lucky roll, Amber Austin, or lucky bounce I should say. She's up to 4 points. Homestead not taking the foot off the gas pedal. And Patterson forces the turnover, fast break again, and she's fouled on the way up. Davis couldn't really do much to stop Patterson other than foul. So once again, Homestead going to the line.
And right now, we're seeing something we haven't seen all season by Homestead. Ayanna Patterson's role has completely reversed. It almost looks like she's playing the point guard.
Yeah, on the defensive end, she really is kind of working the perimeter right now. And on offense, she's shooting a lot more three-pointers than we'd expect from the 6'3" wing. Second free throw too strong. Southside, half a minute left, running it up the court. Wide open in the corner for three. No good. The shot by Billingsley doesn't fall. Patterson, another fast break. Layup for Patterson. She is on a roll in this first quarter. Already double-digit points and another turnover forced. It's Molly Stock this time running up the court. Layup too strong, but a foul called on Southside. Molly Stock now, she's going to the line for two with 8 seconds left in the first.
Molly Stock just needs 2 points to get a 10-point game, and the role has just completely flipped even more now. Homestead has forced 2 more turnovers since we've mentioned it, and they've still only turned the ball over once in the first quarter.
And this is just an unbelievable start for Homestead's offense. 31 points in the first quarter. And that second free throw falls. Southside, time for one possession here. Got to get it up quickly. 5 seconds. Davis across the timeline. Moves on Adams. Contested shot. Called off. Foul on the floor. Less than a second left, so probably not going to see a buzzer beater here. A foul on Hillary Adams.
See if Southside can put up a wild shot.
Davis takes it. No good, and we end the first quarter with a offensive shootout for Homestead. 32-12 after one. We'll be right back for the rest of the first half.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Welcome back after one quarter. Homestead 32-12, and so far, high-scoring game for Homestead. It's been because of that shooting.
Yeah, Homestead, they're shooting above 50% from the 2-point line. And the most impressive thing is that they're 4 from 7 from 3-point range, both 2 from Molly Stock and 2 from Allison Stevens. It's just really impressive the way Homestead's shooting the ball, and it's allowed them to get their highest scoring first quarter of the season.
And meanwhile, Southside, they're not shooting awful. They just aren't getting as many shots up as Homestead.
Yeah, they've turned the ball over a lot of times, giving Homestead a lot of chance for bounce-back points.
Right now, Southside 3 of 4 inside, 2 of 6 from beyond. High percentages, just Homestead, they've been taking up so many shots. And there's another one for Homestead. Patterson down low. Aggressive in the paint there is both Patterson and the defender fell, but still bucket falls. She's up to 13. Now Southside with it, and another turnover. Pass was almost directly to Amber Austin. Homestead across the timeline now. Sullivan to Stevens. She takes the shot. No good. Rebound goes to Southside. They've got to get something going on offense. They're going to keep it around the perimeter.
Southside cannot afford to turn the ball over again.
And I believe they just did. That's an offensive foul. So Homestead has it once again. And Anthony, it seems like he just jinxed Southside right there.
That's my bad. It's the announcer's jinx, saying they can't get the turnover. Boom, right away.
You can't do that to a team that's trying to come back, Anthony.
That is my bad.
Homestead down the court now. Sullivan taking it up. Great screen set by Amber Austin. Down low to Patterson. And pretty much triple guarded down low. Ball ends up out of bounds, so inbound coming up for Homestead.
Almost looks like Southside's trying to do anything they can to stop Ayanna Patterson.
And a foul called on Amber Austin. Not the best timed foul, as Allison Stevens was wide open off the inbound. That's Amber Austin's second foul of the game. Southside with it now. Trying to open up some space from beyond. Down low, it's Woodson with it, no good. Austin with the rebound for Homestead. Fast pace. Homestead moving. Kensley was open, but pass doesn't get to her cleanly, so another turnover, and Southside gonna take over now.
This game has just been about the turnovers, usually going in Homestead's favor. However, that one, Homestead's second on the night, thrown out of bounds.
Yeah, right now, Homestead not having the cleanest start to the second quarter. A couple turnovers, and there's a turnover by Southside, who also has been struggling with turnovers, a lot more than Homestead.
I believe that's Southside's 10th turnover in just 10 minutes of play. That is not impressive, especially if you're Coach Goodwill. You do not want to be seeing this. You need a reversal of fortune.
Stevens takes the screen from Austin, a three-pointer, no good. Oh, and a great defensive play by Lamaya Woodson as she was going out. Passed it, threw it off of Patterson, so Southside with it now.
Patterson's saying that did not touch her. She's trying to get the team riled up over that bad call in her mind.
Really, they've been riled up all first half. Foul on the floor. That's a block on Grace Sullivan. Her first of the game. Homestead up to 6 fouls, so Southside nearing the bonus. Homestead, meanwhile, they're already in the 1-1. Archer's with it now at the perimeter. A deep three, no good. That's Annika Davis. And Southside, not the highest percentage shot right there.
Yeah, Southside, it looked like Annika Davis just wanted to get the shot off. She can't, I don't blame her. Every time she gives the ball up, the ball ends up going straight back to Homestead. Just wants to get some form of shot off.
Patterson has it down low, a great feed. And a great shot by Ayanna Patterson forces the foul, so she's going to the line for the and one.
And that is why Ayanna Patterson is the number 3 recruit in the class of 2022. Right there, the physicality underneath the basket, able to get the free extra shot.
Yeah, she has 15 points right now, 6 of 10 shooting and 4 rebounds. What a strong start. Yeah, first free throw goes for Patterson. Converts the and one. She's up to 16.
Southside needs a reversal of fortune, maybe an easy jump shot.
Floater no good, but they get the offensive rebound. There's Combs from beyond the arc. Swish. Much needed three-pointer for Southside. And Combs is up to 7. Tony Romo-esque prediction right there, Anthony.
That's the good side of the announcer's jinx right there. Sometimes it goes the other way.
Yeah, Patterson getting the layup there. You kind of, paid back Southside for jinxing them earlier. So now the Archers on the offensive end. Callaway with it, working Sullivan. Passes out to Combs for 3. No good. Tried to get 2 in a row there. But now Homestead with it off the miss. 4:20 left in the second. Sullivan open, passes across court, and the turnover. Had the open shot, but passed out instead. Missed by Southside, and that's 2 shots off the backboard that didn't hit the rim for Southside. They are just struggling to get things going right now on offense. Kinsley from the corner, three-pointer by Maggie Kinsley. What a night for the Spartan offense. They just keep on going.
Homestead, they are 50% from three-point range tonight. And it's not just Molly Stock and Allison Stevens. Maggie Kinsley adds to the list.
Now, right now, the Homestead offense is what's been pushing the pace after that Kinsley three-pointer. But at the same time, it's Southside's inefficiency on the offensive end for themselves that's making this one a blowout so far. Patterson in the golden paint, blocked. That's one of the rare stops that Southside's had against Patterson inside. On the other end, a foul called on Homestead. That's it. That's in the air, so Southside will go to the line. Annika Davis.
Coach Rod Parker is not happy about that call. Looked like Annika Davis was flopping.
That first free throw off the back of the iron. Really, Southside just not a great start to this game. They're almost having the same game Warsaw had and Northside had against Homestead. The Spartans just refusing to slow down. 9 points for Annika Davis after that second free throw falls. Step back for Patterson, no good. Southside rebounds. Driving inside and forcing the contact is CC Callaway. Southside now in the bonus, so Callaway will go to the line for the 1-1.
Talk about forcing a contact, just lowered her shoulder right into Grace Sullivan as she comes out of the game for Amber Austin.
Grace Sullivan with 2 fouls now, Coach Parker. Probably going to keep her out until the second half, just so that she avoids foul trouble. First free throw falls, so she'll get a second one.
Southside slowly creeping back into this game, ever so slowly. Don't know if it'll be enough. See what they can do before half.
Yeah, they've really put themselves in a tough situation after a slow start. Only 18 points, meanwhile Homestead 42. And a time, actually not a timeout. Ref pointed to head coach Goodwell.
Looks like the Southside bench was almost encouraging a foul there. Don't want to make any assumptions. They're cheering on as Ayana got the ball.
So Patterson gets the first free throw. So second one coming up. It's Homestead in the double bonus for the rest of this half. Second one no good. Southside taking it up the court, and they're going fast. Combs with it. Passes out to the perimeter to Callaway. And lost control of it. And Coach Callaway is not happy about that offensive possession. Another turnover.
You can tell a piece is missing on Southside's offense. Olivia Smith is normally directing this offense. She's not here tonight. And that could be definitely a part why there's so much miscommunication.
Patterson and one for number 34. She has been undeniable inside the paint. The putback points, and she'll go to the line for the and one.
Already 21 points in just the first half. There's still 2:33 left in the first half. Just an incredible performance by Ayana Patterson so far. She's already above her average. She averages 20.8 points per game.
Well, she has not slowed down at all, and she's on pace for breaking her season high of 32 against Carroll. And that was just a shot forced up by Billingsley. Got the second chance, but blocked by Austin, so Homestead with it. Stock takes the three to the left, goes out of bounds, so Southside has it now. Seems like Southside really was on some happy feet right now, just trying to get something going to finish off the first half.
Surprisingly, Molly Stock waited till just 2 minutes left in the second quarter to take her next three. She took two in the first couple of minutes of the first quarter, made both of them, and now she shows back up.
Southside with it. Now this is just such an uncharacteristic game from the Archers. Three-pointer by Combs gets it to fall. She's up to double-digit points now, 10 on the night. On the other end, Stevens takes a three. No good. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Homestead, though.
You said it was an uncharacteristic game for Southside. It's almost an uncharacteristic game for Homestead, too. The roles have seemed to be flipped around. Looks like they're trying out new stuff, especially with Amber Austin back in the play, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't before heading into the postseason.
Kinsley gets the shot off the inbound to fall inside the paint. She's up to 5 points. Homestead 48-21. And a defensive foul called. Coach Parker not happy about that. He wanted to travel instead. But Davis will go to the line regardless for the 1-and-1.
Even looked like Coach Goodwill wanted to travel too. She looked confused on why that was a foul. It was definitely a travel. Took like 5 steps right into Allison Stevens.
Free throw falls, so she'll get a second one. Now, we talked about how this game so far has been uncharacteristic from both teams. Really, nobody expected this. John Harrell had it 58-44. Second free throw, no good. Although Southside's halfway to that 44, Homestead, their offense just not slowing down. Southside aggressive defense, I should say, and Coach Parker going to call a timeout because of it with a minute left, just so that there's no turnover there.
Southside started the game in a press when Homestead was coming down the court. They just switched back to it. It was confusing why they didn't stick on it, as it worked right there, forcing Homestead to take a timeout.
Yeah, Coach Goodwell, not Roger Goodell, the NFL commissioner, is not the head coach of Southside, but she is not letting Southside slow down. She knows that although they're down, they're certainly not out. 26 points down. There have been crazier comebacks. Wayne had a great comeback against Lakewood Park earlier this week, so Southside can't count them out just yet, especially since it's only first half of play so far.
Don't count Southside out of the game. I think what Coach Goodwill is saying is that Homestead, between Allison Stevens and Molly Stock, has missed 5 straight threes.
Coach Goodwill, what a half-court violation. Even got him stepped over. Stevens takes a three, swish by Homestead. Another three-pointer for Allison Stevens. She's up to double digits, 11 points. On the other end, Southside inside gets the pretty layup to fall. Annika Davis. Half a minute left. She has 12 points, leading scorer for Southside so far. Oh, Amber Austin left wide open. You cannot do that on the defensive end. Too easy for Amber Austin. 10 seconds left. Callaway takes a three, no good. Austin with the rebound. Adams gonna take it up. Needs to throw up a shot. Passes to Austin. She takes it off the back of the iron, no good. And that ends the first half of play in Homestead. A fantastic start on the offensive end. 53-24. The OPS halftime report coming up after this.
Rethink your limits.
This is the OPS Halftime Report.
Welcome to the OPS Halftime Report as we get a fresh look at stats from the first half. Homestead up 53-24 over the visiting Southside Archers, and it's been all about that fiery Homestead offense.
That's right, Homestead's offense has been shooting so well from beyond the arc. They are 53% from their field goals and 6 for 13 from their threes in this game.
And they are finding their footing from beyond the arc. Meanwhile, Southside, they're not having a bad night, just defensively not able to do anything against Homestead.
And they have 10 turnovers on the game. Almost seems like it should be more than that. All those turnovers have just been so key to Homestead getting those extra points. And Southside, they have calmed down in the final minutes of the half. They calmed down on the turnovers. They were able to actually get some legitimate shots off, but just the struggle has been real on offense, especially without Olivia Smith.
Yeah, it has been all Homestead up double digits, already on pace for triple-digit points in this game. It's just been relentless from Amber Austin, or Ayanna Patterson, my apologies. 22 points. She is having a night.
Yeah, Ayanna Patterson, she's already ahead of what she averages per game and easily on pace to get her season high. Her season high was 34 against Carroll. It's just, she's on pace for this. She's definitely has a shot at it in this game.
Yeah, she has just been on fire. Southside not able to do anything inside the paint to stop the 6'3" junior who has just been controlling the boards, controlling inside, forcing a lot of fouls, getting to the line, making her free throws. She's just having a great night so far.
And it's no reason that she's one of the best recruits in the country. She has everything it takes. She has the physicality of a top caliber player. Almost every college you can think of has offered her a scholarship. It's just, there's no doubt that she is one of the best players in the country.
Yeah, and she is showing it tonight against a proven Southside team. This isn't a bad squad. They're 10-4, second in the SAC, but right now, they just do not look like themselves.
Yeah, and it's mainly because they aren't themselves. Olivia Smith, cannot stress how key of a player she was, by far the best player on Southside going into this game. Now, to be fair, Annika Davis has done a great job of stepping up in the role of Olivia Smith. She's having a night so far with 12 points. She got off to a great start. That is half of Southside's points, by the way. She seems to be putting the team on her back, her and Jazz Combs.
Yeah, those two have 22 of Southside's 24 points. Really, it's been the backcourt that's done near everything for Southside. Nothing else going, though. Those two players in double digits, and other than them, there's one player with points, CeCe Calloway with 2 on a layup near the end of the second quarter. It just seems like Southside's offense has been stagnated entirely.
And someone that Southside was hoping would get going is Lamayo Woodson, but she got off to a struggling start when she had 2 fouls called on her when Ayanna Patterson driving into the basket. Lamayo Woodson hasn't been able to get much playing time, almost like Andrew Leeper against Lawrence North. Just something Southside doesn't want without that, their tall forward underneath.
And we're going to take a break, but stay tuned for the rest of the OPS halftime show. Homestead up 53-24. We'll be right back after this.
This is the OPS Halftime Report.
Welcome back to the OPS Halftime Show here at this blowout so far. Southside down 53-24 over Homestead. And we're going to look at some news around the SAC. First off, the Wayne girls basketball squad had a huge comeback, down 20 against Lakewood Park, came back, won 62-60, and they snapped their 4-game losing streak in quite the dramatic fashion.
Yeah, Wayne, they're trying to get a start before the IHSAA tournament, see if they can do anything. They have that first round matchup against Homestead. We'll see what they can do going into the postseason.
In Homestead, the boys squad, they have finally cracked Max Prep's top 25 in the national rankings. They're up to number 16 after defeating who was number 15 on Max Prep's top 25, Lawrence North, on Saturday.
The Homestead boys squad, this might be the best team in history, even over the state-winning 2015 team backed by Caleb Swanigan. This team has just something that Homestead has never seen before. The best start in program history. Fletcher Lawyer and Luke Goody are the two big shooters on Homestead that have just been unstoppable all season long.
Yeah, they have had a fantastic start to this season. They are preparing for postseason play in style in the top 25. Speaking of rankings, they are the new #1 team for the first time in school history. Coaches poll, AP poll, and Sagarin ratings all have the Spartans at #1.
And they've earned it. They definitely have a big win over Blackhawk Christian and then a massive win over Lawrence North. Where Lawrence North, they came storming back, sending the game to overtime, but Homestead, they did not give up. They stuck in it and were able to pull out a 5-point victory, backed by a 27-point game by Fletcher Lawyer. Just an incredible performance, and they definitely earned the #1 spot in the state.
Yeah, when you look at that Spartan team, you see the best team in the state. They've beaten Blackhawk Christian, Lawrence North. There's really nobody else in contention after those victories. Homestead, they got to be the #1 team in almost anybody's opinion. They're unanimously top team in the state. And Anthony, what are your keys to the second half for Southside if they want to come back into this game?
If Southside wants to come back into the game, they've got to start shooting the ball more. They can't turn over the ball as they were doing. Don't give off sloppy passes. Take shots, maybe even take more shots from the three. They're not doing bad from beyond the arc today, and they have to stop Homestead's three ball in some way at the same time. Manage to stop Ayanna Patterson underneath the basket. It's almost an impossible task, but we'll see if they're able to do it.
Yeah, that defense has to get going if they want to make a wild comeback in this game. We're going to go to a break. Stay tuned for the second half of tonight's SAC matchup. Homestead up 53-24 heading into the third quarter.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
We're getting set for the third quarter. The section in Spartan Arena, and right now it is all Homestead, 53-24 over the visiting 10-4 Southside Archers. We're going to start off with possession in the second half, looking to get it going early in the second half of play. On offense, that shot no good. Putback attempt by Woodson doesn't fall, so now Homestead running it down the court. Stevens for three, no good, not strong enough, and now Homestead, or Southside I should say, running it down the court. Patterson, tough defense, but it's going to be a foul on number 34. So Southside going to the line.
Ayanna Patterson did not want the foul call there, but there's definitely body contact. She got the hand on the ball, but you cannot make that connection between the knees.
Yeah, very tough defense for Patterson. Second foul of the game. Not in foul trouble quite yet. Coach Parker certainly doesn't want to see his star wing in that situation. Second free throw, no good. Homestead with the rebound. Stock takes it up. Passes to Sullivan. Over to Kinsley. She takes a three. Maggie Kinsley from beyond the arc starts off the shooting for Homestead in the second half. 8 points for Maggie Kinsley.
Maggie Kinsley has taken 2 threes, and she has made 2 threes. She's 27% from the arc going into this game, but wow, is that going to improve.
Southside on the other end. Patterson blocks the shot and called for another foul. She's not happy about that one. She's saying that she stood straight up the entire time, but regardless, that's her third foul.
And you can see already what Southside's game plan going into this half is. Get Ayanna Patterson into foul trouble. They are driving in on her. They're trying to get her out of this game fast, and it is working.
Maya Woodson's first free throw falls. Southside, they struggled a lot with free throws in the first half. Just could not take advantage of these situations. They miss the other one, and Patterson lost control of the rebound. A very rare mistake by the 5-star recruit. So Southside's gonna get it right back.
Southside's getting in her head. She got 2 fouls right away in just the first minute. They are in her head right now, and that's not something Coach Parker wants to see.
Southside need to take advantage of pretty much the free possession. And Davis gonna take a 3 in and out. Kinsley with the rebound. Homestead taking it down the court now. Patterson down low in the paint. And one for Ayanna Patterson. Avenges the turnover on the other end, and she's going to go to the line for the and one opportunity.
Shot will take her if she makes it to 25 points, putting her only 9 points away from her season high against Carroll.
So it's 24 points, 9 of 16. She's having a great shooting night. And that was the 4th foul for Lamaya Woodson. So Coach Goodwell is going to send her to the bench. Does not want to see the senior forward foul out of this game. Makes that free throw. 25 points, now 7 away from her season high. On the other end, a spin by Combs, and the shot not going to get there. And Southside stepped out there. That was Callaway. Couldn't keep her feet in. A great effort, but Homestead going to have it.
Southside, they're continuing to play sloppy ball. 12 turnovers on the game 2 in this half so far. We are only 2 minutes into the game. We don't want to see a reset of last half.
Patterson with the rebound off the Stevens miss. Put back no good, but Kinsley, her shot no good either, and goes out of bounds. Southside with it. Strong defensive stand for the Archers. And Patterson gonna go to the bench. Amber Austin coming in place of the star junior. Combs takes it across the court for Southside. Homestead guarding closely. Trying to create some separation. Now Davis with it. Down low pass to Peterson, ends in a turnover. Stock running it down the court. Passes to Kinsley, and a travel called on Homestead. And you don't like to see that if you're Homestead. Not the turnover, but Patterson at the baseline being tended to by the athletic trainer. And Southside hits the 3 on the other end. That's Combs once again from beyond the arc. She's up to 13.
if you're Coach Parker, you want Patterson in the game fast. Get her mouth healed. I believe her tooth is bleeding right now.
Stock, she takes a shot from beyond, no good. Rebound, fought for, on the ground. Jump ball called. That's Kinsley and Peterson riding for it. And it'll stay with Homestead.
See that excellent piece of shooting there by Jazz Combs. Trying to get Southside back in it.
Stock, she'll take a three of her own, no good. So Southside, another defensive hold. Now they have it. Trying to get some points here. And a turnover, Amber Austin steals it away from Peterson. Homestead with it now. Austin spinning around at the mid-range. Stock will take a shot inside, no good. Southside with the rebound. Down 30, and that's another turnover. And right back. And a timeout called by Coach Parker. A sloppy few seconds there. Almost turned into a Southside steal.
This game continues to be just about turnovers. If you can get a turnover, you can turn it into points. That's how you're going to score. It's just a very odd style of play. This game's just been almost confusing on how each of the teams are playing on offense and defense.
Ayana Patterson at the baseline, tended to by the athletic trainers. I think she took a hit to the head, like you said, was bleeding at the tooth. Or actually, it looks like she may have taken a shot to the eye. She's got poked. Coach Parker is certainly hoping that she's okay. Regardless, Homestead running it down the court now after the timeout. And a turnover, another one, so Southside on the fast break. Inside over Sullivan is Conley, gets the bucket.
Southside ever so slowly coming back into this game.
Stevens try to respond with a three of her own, no good, but Stock steals it off the rebound by Conley with her bucket, no good. Quite the hectic couple of minutes between these two teams. As an offensive foul by Maggie Kinsley, so Southside with it.
Homestead's kind of flailing around right now, trying to get something going without Ayana Patterson as she's returning to the sideline for the Spartans. Looks ready to get back out onto the court. That is good news for Homestead.
Yeah, you'll love to see that, and she's going to check in as well. It's a foul called on Maggie Kinsley. That's her second of the game. Southside going to the line.
Here you see Ayana Patterson ready to come in.
Great to see that she's all right. She's come back into this game for Maggie Kinsley.
Maggie Kinsley will receive a small round of applause. She's made 2 threes on 2 attempts this game.
And that second free throw falls. Southside, they need to get all the points they can, well, get. That's Annika Davis. She has 14 now, lead scorer for Southside. Homestead up 59-32, though. They've hung on to this large lead through the entire third quarter. Stock from beyond the arc gets the three-pointer to fall. Molly Stock, she has been electric from beyond the arc.
Molly Stock's finally ending a cold streak of missed shots.
Southside takes a shot of their own off the back of the iron, no good. Offensive rebound and a jump ball forced by Amber Austin. A great defensive play. But it'll stay with Southside. Still, Amber Austin disrupting the offense of the Archers. Inbounds off of Patterson. Annika Davis just took the easy way out. she'll get another inbound.
Giving herself a second chance right there. Tossing it right off of Patterson's back.
Southside gets the inbound this time, instead of it going off of Patterson. That three-pointer no good. So Homestead up the court. Patterson pass to Stevens, ends in a turnover. Once again, so Southside on the fast break, shot no good, but Peterson was right there. That's a great play by Shea Peterson. The court vision to grab the ball off the miss and the layup. Falls. And on the other end, Austin, the mid-range jumper. And Homestead's lead back up to 30. Southside, their shot down low. That's Shea Peterson, no good. And Patterson inside the paint gets her bucket to fall. Both these teams moving rapidly now. Patterson up to 27. Three-pointer by Annika Davis off the back of the iron. Too strong. And now Homestead up the court. They're speeding things up. Stock the floater, no good. Rebounded by Billingsley, Southside ball. Dribble move by Callaway and the pass to Davis. She takes a shot at the mid-range, no good. Rebounded by Peterson. Will end in another jump ball. Austin forcing another one. This time it will go to Homestead.
Amber Austin has just been electric on defense. Every single time she is there for the steal. She is there for the jump ball. She has just been so dominant. Even when Patterson was out, she was keeping Homestead dominant underneath the basket on defense. So Amber Austin playing a remarkable game, and offensively too, she has 8 points.
Keeping Southside in check with some strong defense. Amber Austin getting the job done in this one. Peterson, or Stevens from beyond the arc. Shot no good. It'll go Southside. Don't know where I got Peterson from.
Mix of Patterson and Stevens.
That might actually be the reason. The Southside taking it up the court now. And another turnover. That's Sullivan forcing it. And right back at you, says Southside, as they get a turnover of their own. And a block by Amber Austin. What a defensive showing. And the jump ball, though, off of Amber Austin's block and rebound. So Southside has it now. Still, just a great effort from Amber Austin.
It's the third jump ball Amber Austin has imposed this quarter. Coach Parker, I don't know why he wouldn't keep her in for the rest of the game. It's working for Homestead on defense.
They have been able to just shut down Southside's offense completely. And that shot no good by Grace Sims. Homestead down the court now. Stevens' shot blocked by Callaway.
And a correction from earlier, Ayanna Patterson's season high is 32 against Carroll, not 34, so she is only 5 points away from her season high, and it is still the third quarter.
She has just been dominant in this game. She has plenty of time to get that season high. That's Kinsley. Her shot no good. Southside with it now. Less than a minute in the third to get something going. Davis, shot over Austin, no good. Homestead with it now. And Patterson draws the contact. Running up the court, that's a blocking foul on Combs. Her second foul of the game. Inbound coming up for Homestead on the sideline.
Jazz Combs coming off the bench. I don't think she normally starts because Olivia Smith is normally the starter, but she's played a great game. In fact, both guards for Southside have.
Evie Bottoms three, no good. Offensive rebound by Austin, and the and one by Amber Austin. What a showing she has put on tonight.
And boom, right there, Amber Austin, most points she's had all season. It's been a short season for her, but this is the best she's done in its peak performance on both offense and defense.
Yep, 11 points for Amber Austin. That's her season high, defeating the 10 that she had against Northside. She's having a great season so far. Southside on the other end, Davis shot will draw some contact, so she's going to the line. A few Spartan fans not happy about that call. Foul on Amber Austin, her third of the game.
Those fans, I'd say, are rightfully happy to be upset. The foul was very questionable. Amber Austin, that's her third foul. None of the fans here want to see her foul out. Her and Ayanna Patterson are having spectacular nights.
2 of 2 at the line for Annika Davis. 16 points, correction. For Southside, the leading scorer for the Archers. 7 seconds left. Sullivan with it, probably going to hold for the final shot. Homestead here. A floater by Kinsley, no good. Defensive rebound, but it's not going to turn into anything for Southside. Takes a late shot anyways, and we head into the fourth quarter. Homestead hanging on to the large lead, 69-36.
Rethink your limits.
Welcome back to Spartan Arena, and it has been all Homestead in this one. The home team with the large lead, 69-36, over Southside in this SAC showdown. Homestead is going to start off with it to start off the final period of play. Patterson down low off the side of the backboard. Southside with it. Their first offensive possession ends in a missed three-pointer. Homestead running down the court. Stock takes a corner three. Swish. Molly Stock from beyond the arc. She's up to 4 3-pointers on the night.
Molly Stock, she's 4 for 7 on the night. Just incredible game. She got out to a good start, was a little bit cold in the middle, and now it's back.
And there's Annika Davis responding to Molly Stock's three. Coach Calloway going to call, or Coach Goodwell, where am I getting Calloway from? But a timeout taken by Southside, 72-39. And we're going to go to a break. Rest of the fourth quarter coming up. Homestead hanging on to a big lead. Southside not giving up, though.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Welcome back to this SAC showdown. It's been all Homestead. Southside started off the fourth quarter with a three-pointer, but still, it's Homestead with the big lead, 72-39. Almost forced a turnover there, Southside. But Homestead retains possession. Austin, reverse layup down low, no good. Patterson with the rebound and the putback. She's up to 29 points, only 3 away from tying her season high. And Austin forces another turnover. Great defensive game for her. On the other end, it's a Spartan turnover. Pass to Callaway. And that's Southside getting the points off the steal. Annika Davis down low. Patterson takes a mid-range jumper. Too short, and now Southside running it down the court. Three-pointer by Combs. Just short. Goes out of bounds. Homestead ball.
And this entire game has just been flip-flop, flip-flop, turnover, turnover, miss shot, make. It's just been mirroring each other almost, or just a lot of turnovers in this game, a lot of missed shots in this game, a lot of makes, all going back-to-back with each other. This game has just been so fast-paced. As this is Homestead, they're just 4 points away from their highest scoring game of the season.
Yeah, Homestead and Southside really not taking the foot off the gas. Patterson forces the contact. She's going to the line for two.
And with that, Lamaya Woodson is going to foul out of the game. She was put in partway through the game to almost like try to get Ayana to foul out, but she's the one that ends up fouling out, exits the game with 1 point.
Yeah, Shea Peterson, the senior forward, coming in for Lamaya Woodson. So Patterson at the line gets that first one to fall. She reaches 30 points, only her second 30-point game this season, as she inches closer to her season high. Second free throw falls. 31 now for Ayana Patterson.
Patterson has gotten into a rhythm.
And Austin again. That's another turnover. Amber Austin has been forcing steals all night long. Stock from beyond. Swish, Molly Stock. She has been unstoppable from beyond. And that is her season high. 17 against North Central. Make it 18 against Southside now.
That is three. Well, assuming Ayana Patterson gets 2 more points, that will be 3 season highs in just one game. Amber Austin right now with 11, Molly Stock with 18, and Ayana Patterson just 2 more, and she's at 31 at the moment.
A fantastic offensive showing for Homestead. And that's Austin fouling down low. Shea Peterson now going to the line. Amber Austin 4 fouls, 1 away from fouling out of this game.
We'll see what Coach Parker decides to do. Obviously, you don't want Amber Austin fouling out of the game, but at the same time, you don't want to take her out with how well she's been playing underneath the basket on defense.
Homestead has the big lead. They're probably preparing to send in the bench. They might honestly be waiting until Patterson passes 32. She gets the defensive rebound off the missed free throw. Stock down low to Patterson. Lost control of it. Trying to find some space down low, but turns into a turnover. Step back jumper by Davis, no good. Offensive rebound by Callaway. And that's another foul by Amber Austin. As she fouls out of this game.
What a performance by Amber Austin tonight. Her dominance on defense just kept giving Homestead the ball back, and is part of the reason why she got a career high. Ayana Patterson might be getting a career. Molly Stock got a season high. She's definitely a big factor in this game. Defense, forcing so many turnovers and jump balls. It's sad to see her go out of this game with only 5 minutes left to play, but what a performance by Amber tonight.
What a performance overall by Homestead. They have played a great game. Maggie Kinsley checked in for Amber Austin after the senior fouled out. Second free throw, swish for Shea Peterson. Now Homestead with it. Under 5 left in the final quarter of play. Kinsley takes a 3-pointer, No good. Patterson with the rebound, and she's going to the line for two, the opportunity to secure a season high.
And with that last three a minute ago by Molly Stock, Homestead actually put up a season high of 79 points on the season. This season, Ayanna Patterson, she's averaged 21.5 points per game. She ties her season high with that free throw.
32 points for Ayanna Patterson. This free throw would give her a new season high off the front of the iron. She's going to get another opportunity, though. But either way, ties season high she had against Carroll. Ball goes out of bounds, and Coach Parker, actually it will be a foul, so Southside going to the line.
It's Homestead's 9th foul of the half. This is not as clean of a game by Homestead as it was in the first half. 9 fouls first half. Southside barely even got into the bonus.
Yeah, and that was Maggie Kinsley's 3rd foul of the game. A lot of Homestead Spartans in foul trouble. Second free throw falls. Davis up to 23 for Southside. Now Homestead running things offensively. Patterson down low, double team shot, and one for Ayanna Patterson, and she secures the season high in style. She's going to the line to convert the and one. 34 points for number 34.
The golden number game for Ayanna Patterson, season high. First game this season to break 80 points for the Homestead Spartans. Just what a performance offensively this season.
Yeah, just a phenomenal game for Homestead. 35 points now for Patterson after that free throw. Outlet pass for Southside. Now Combs with it. Her shot no good. Homestead gets the rebound. Sullivan rushing up court to Stevens. Wide open from beyond. In and out. Patterson with the rebound. Her putback no good, but she draws the contact once again. The star wing is going to the line.
She has attempted 18 free throws tonight. That is just insane. She's been able to force so many fouls underneath the basket. She's made 11 out of 18.
Southside has been doing everything they can to slow down Ayanna Patterson. And in turn, that's caused a lot of fouls, as this upcoming free throw will be her 20th attempt from the charity stripe. It falls for Ayanna Patterson, 36 points. And Coach Parker going to call a timeout. We're going to go to a break here. 4:04 left in the fourth. Homestead, huge lead over.
Rethink your limits.
Fourth quarter, 4:04 left in it, and Homestead up 84-45, and Ayanna Patterson having a career night, 36 points, 4 away from the school record.
What an incredible night, and she hasn't only been dominant on the offensive end shooting, she's also been dominant getting her rebounds. She's been getting her own rebounds, which has allowed her to get her own shots off.
And Southside now with it on offense. A great contested shot falls for Annika Davis. She's been doing it all for Southside, 25 points. Patterson takes a three. Swish! Ayanna Patterson, 39 points for the star junior. 1 point away from tying the school record. Southside on offense. No good. The putback. Too strong. Patterson with the rebound. Running up the court. Layup down low. No good, but she's going to the line for the opportunity to make Spartan history.
She's back at the free throw line. Ayanna Patterson makes once again another trip, attempting to secure the school record over Carissa McLaughlin.
Patterson, 2 free throws. First one ties history. 40 points for Ayanna Patterson. Second one makes history. Ayanna Patterson, 41 points. She's got it. The school record. Southside on the offensive end. Annika Davis, her shot. And Southside gets the bucket to fall. Homestead running it down the court now. Patterson. She's just going to keep adding on to the school record. 43 points for Ayanna Patterson. Standing ovation for the junior. She has made history in Spartan Arena. An unforgettable night.
Ayanna Patterson just getting the call she deserves. She gets the standing ovation. She gets to come out of the game in style on that beautiful shot. What a night for Ayanna Patterson. 42 points. Just what an incredible game. 43 points, correction, right there. And she even made a three-pointer. She doesn't take a lot of those, but that just shows how dominant she was tonight. She was even able to make a three. The 6'3" wing.
Just a phenomenal game for the 5-star recruit. And I'll tell you, the nation is watching. The recruiters are watching, and they have got to be impressed with the 6'3" junior Ayanna Patterson.
And I don't even know how the scouts wouldn't already be impressed. This just adds to her unbelievable resume of what she can do. Ayanna Patterson's 43 points. It's just insane. Just something never thought I'd see, even with the 5-star recruit.
And Homestead's bench now out there. Adams takes a three, no good. Homestead retains possession off the offensive rebound. Megan Helmkamp, the senior, with it. Now Bottoms once again at the perimeter. Over to Roos, she takes a three between the rings. God, and so many season highs are being made as the freshman guard ties her season high. Had 3 against St. Joseph, now 3 against Southside.
Homestead with 94 points. Just an incredible performance. And this game is almost mirroring the boys' game of Homestead versus Northside. We'll see if the bench is able to get 100 points.
And there is the PA announcer and the crowd acknowledging Ayanna Patterson breaking the school record of 40 points in a game. It's 43 now. They're going to need to put up a new plaque in the hallway outside of Spartan Arena. Free throw falls for Davis. She has 29 points. A solid performance from the freshman guard. A turnover forced by Southside. Combs running down the court. Less than 2 minutes left for the Archers. Down low. Callaway's shot no good. Homestead with it now. Helmkamp kicks it to Adams. Over to Bottoms. Finds Freem. Now Adams once again. Roost over to Adams again. Looks like Homestead might just be passing around, wasting the clock away. Three-pointer by Hillary Adams. No good. Offensive rebound And Freem will be going to the line, 4-2. And once again, Ayanna Patterson owns the school record for most points in one game if you're just joining us now on this free broadcast. 43 points for the standout wing.
With that free throw, Homestead is just inching to the big 1-0-0 on the night. Homestead, just a great team performance, great performance by Amber Austin, Ayanna Patterson, Molly Stock, all with season highs. 96 points for the Spartans, just 4 away.
4 points away from pulling a Wilt Chamberlain. And Southside, they might not let it happen. They might just hold it.
And I don't agree with this move by Southside. If you're Southside, just let it happen. Come on, you have to give some respect to Ayanna Patterson, Molly Stock, Amber Austin, just this whole Homestead squad.
This is why Indiana high school basketball needs a shot clock. Just a tough situation. Homestead not going to reach 100, but still a fantastic night for the Spartans. 96-51 is how this game's going to close out. Ayanna Patterson, 43 points, school record. Molly Stock, 18 points, season high. Amber Austin, season high. What a game from the Homestead Spartans as they improved to 15-5, and they have really shown up, and they are going to be a force to be reckoned with. We're going to go to a break. Stay tuned for the OPS post-game report. Welcome to the OPS post-game report after the Spartan 96-51 victory over SAC opponent Southside Archers. And it was all about Homestead. Southside just could not slow down a relentless Spartan attack.
Yeah, Homestead, they were getting all their shooting under control. They were just able to make all of their shots, and they were able to play the right basketball. And let's just a quick look back on last year's game in the sectional championship. Ayanna Patterson had 14 points and 11 rebounds. That double-double seems almost like a joke now after that performance tonight with a school record of 43 points. Homestead, they are ready for the postseason.
Yeah, the stat line that everybody is talking about from this game garnered the attention of the entire state. Patterson, 43 points in this game. And we're going to wrap things up. Your final score once again, Homestead 96, Southside 51. For Anthony Gery and the entire Homestead Live crew, this is Brayden Carroll saying so long from Homestead. We'll see you tomorrow on 91.1 FM for the Homestead Northrop doubleheader. This has been a presentation of Homestead Live.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.